It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Checking out the 76ers, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something.
.2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Indiana Pacers.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Now LeBron against Indiana. He was really on his game. Got a hand on it. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Freak, and it's Thompson in at the 5. The 76ers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Now, here is Irving. Another shot, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
There they go, finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the evening. And so here is Philadelphia. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And you know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotations, and they paid a big price for it.
Here's Irving. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. Irving kicks to Freak. Back to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from Freak. Freak's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the 3.
Dishes it to Okafor. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And a wide open look for Freak. No good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Over to the left wing. To the middle. Here's Hendricks. And the layup's good off the glass.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Freak sets a screen for LeBron. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Comes up empty down low. On defense, Philadelphia. Ahead, here's Freak. And it's blocked.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Hendricks. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
The drive by James. And a wide open look for Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Covered by Irving. The shot will not go. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And Freak throws it down.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of it.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
And it's the 76ers with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Covington dishes to Okafor, comes up empty down low.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Kicks it out to Love. Pass to Irving. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Freak.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Covington. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Now here's Freak. It's a 5-point game. Back to Irving. The screen from Thompson. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Irving's got 5.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
Okay, Philadelphia, let's give a hand to your own Sixers dancers.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Philadelphia with the ball. Down by 15. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Freak in a 2-guard. Smith is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Irving. And it's Frye in at the center.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And for the 76ers, they're shooting just 31% in the game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers ended up having a lot of troubles. He ended with 7 points, and he also added a few assists as he set up his teammates as well. He shot a very low percentage from the field, uncharacteristically low. We'll be curious to see how he responds here in this one, guys.
Great job, Doris, as always. Thank you. Well, not the kind of performance they count on, Greg, from him.
And that's the thing. I mean, they count on him heavily. When he fails to come through, then that's when you end up with the losses.
Sure thing. I mean, it's always going to be very difficult for them to pull out a win when he has the kind of game he did in that one, guys.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.